Alright, happy Tuesday, boys. Let's get right into it. So, daily bias, what are we thinking? Alright, so immediately, I want a 4 hour. I'm gonna hop on NQ actually. So, see, we're coming lower from this hour or 4 hourly gap right here. So, from that just being said, I do want to see us to continue to come lower, but only for a certain amount of time. I want to see a possible retracement from this, I guess, overall move lower. So, let's hop a little lower into the charts. See, on the 1 hour we got here, we are coming down to. I want to see us fill this inverse and possibly come higher to then retrace from this gap right here. So, because reasoning for this, because ES already inversed this gap. So now I kind of want to see ES push higher. All right, but NQ didn't fill that gap, and I think it's because we may want to inverse it. So I think right now, what I'm kind of looking for, in my opinion, is for us to like have a whole manipulation from this, form an SMT at the lows, and kind of take this higher to this buy side and all these resting buy side levels and this gap right here that we have. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. Of course, it tends to my model. So basically, right here. All right, can it let me mark it out? I was looking for this zone to kind of be respected, because we're all right. Basically, I'm considering this as accumulation because one, technically is. I mean, we have several highs. We have buy side being formed. Sell side, probably not so much, but it's still there. Like if we consider that we have nothing breaking out of it. All right. Here, let's mark that out clear. Let's check out the 2 minute. Yeah, I would consider this accumulation level. We're taking out a pretty key low right here on NQ. If we can see us like have a nice change in state out of here, especially coming off this higher time frame confluence, that would be pretty great for me. I like how we got this SMT being formed between the lows. Yeah. We have a bullish SMT on the higher time frame. I really like that. Yeah. So hopefully we can respect this. If we don't happen to respect this, then it is what it is, you know. So I don't know which one I'd be favoring today, if it came between ES and NQ, but I do kind of like how ES is looking, just because we already inverse this gap, and we're only looking to come upwards here on ES right now. But as an NQ, we could definitely. Would we want to come lower though? I feel like we already came lower. I feel like we would want to possibly come lower to fill this imbalance if we do. But right now, I feel like we could just be like forming equal highs, like setting up for that move. That's what I'm looking for. But I want to see us like set up for this move, possibly make some equal highs, form that, I guess, level for our change in state and delivery. Kind of have some displacement out of that. If we can then come back one more time for like a retest or a pullback just to take out the sellers, then I'd be willing to enter it off of some type of continuation confluence. I hope that made sense. Whoa, I wish we did have some more like just one more low formed. That would definitely be way more conviction for me. Cause it's looking a little messy.
Did you put timer? Like, did you put the... Then you're fine.
Eee.
I just have like air in this one, so I don't even have to go out. I just have to do them.
Man, a T.
My laundry. That parking citation, I still haven't done it yet.
Oh, we're coming lower. Got lower low. Alright. So I think we kind of broke the SMT. I feel like we can be coming lower from this move potentially. It's only 943, so there's still potential. Like I said, NQ may just want to be taking out or just inversing this gap here. So we just did just inverse this gap on NQ. Possibly could see us shorting now. I don't know. We just broke the SMT. We have a gap right here on the 5 minute.
There's a literal mold growing from a vent or vent.
It's disgusting.
Look, Johnny. It's like mold.
That's disgusting. We should clean that.
Yeah. Have you seen those videos of like people getting like fucking sick as fuck because of mold? It's actually worrying me.
Let's clean that up like as soon as possible.
Huh?
I'm gonna clean that up. Like let's clean that up as soon as possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys, we have this 5 minute gap here. I'm looking. All right. So 2 things I could see us happening.
Yeah.
We don't mitigate this gap, and we come higher and mitigate this 5 minute gap, and possibly like catch a continuation move down to this gap right here. Or possibility number 2, we come lower, tab off this gap, and start approaching, I guess, start having a change in state. It's only 9:45. There's a room for possibilities. There's an endless space for possibilities. Endless room for possibilities. I cannot speak. But ES looks like he's kind of just tanking off. It looks like ES wants to fill this gap, and as well as NQ. So I'm not gonna lie, possibility that we could be looking for a continuation move today, which you don't necessarily like to do, but it's setting up pretty nicely. I like our higher time frame confluences. But we did only just inverse this 1 hour, so do have to be careful, because 1 hour does favor over a 5 minute. And ES did just retrace from this 5 minute, while NQ didn't even mitigate it, so could be a chance for coming higher towards this 2 minute change in state. I am looking for a long, so hopefully we can catch that. Sorry, my roommate, my roommate's just something else. But look for this long here. I can definitely see us targeting this buy side area. We did disrespect the SMT though. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. We're coming up to 2 minute change in state, which I can see is definitely displaced from. Even though we don't have that SMT factor really anymore.
these like health regulations and fucking government.
Yeah. So what I kind of want to see here, possibly looking for a long entry here, but I want to see some like longs confirmation. I want to see us come up to this. I want to see us come up to this gap here.
Yeah.
Well, surpassing this gap. I want to see us displace from these equal highs that we have right here, kind of like around this blue line here. Displace and come back into some sort of like fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, some sort of continuation confluence to really drive our move. Because we are trading against a trend here, so we definitely need that continuation confluence to push our move higher, right? And it's a no news day, so definitely want to be careful. And this is a relative gap here that we have.
She's like, how do we get rid of it? And keep it away though.
So it's really like two things we can do. And it's gonna sound bad, but we can either long or short. No, I'm playing. But I'm looking for longs. If we don't come to validate longs, then probably just won't take a trade, because shorts is definitely probable. But it wouldn't really attest to my model. So shorts will be like more of a continuation, and I can see that too since we're in like a heavy downtrend trajectory. But if I go for my lower hanging fruit, I feel like that would still work for my model, just to go for the lower hanging fruit right now. I like how we just made a kind of have that change in state right there. So if we create a new high right here, then I'll consider this order block valid for us to then see a possible a pullback to it. But if we don't, and we just continue lower before making a new high, then I'll be okay with taking shorts. It's just like, do we make a new high or not? So that's what I'm looking for. If we make a new high here, great. Change in state direction. Looking for a validation for us to confirm our entry point. If not, then fine. Continuation stops above 5-minute fair value gap. Yeah. We're coming into 950. I know we want to usually see like a retracement in whatever direction we're going, like for like 950, 951, for us to enter off of. So it's looking like we might want to retrace. Like this is more like a market experience move, I feel like. But again, if we just don't mitigate this at all, then we're just not going to trade today. Check out ES. Yeah, still didn't mitigate this gap at all. So we're looking for either mitigation or displacement, right? I either want to see us mitigate this gap, test it, inverse it, something, or displace from these equal highs that we have. They're more prominent on NQ. But if we don't do either, then we're just not taking a trade. It's 9:52 as well.
No, it's kind of like one of the vent things.
Alright, 10. Out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. True. Alright, good thinking. I'll submit like a fix it right now. It's fucking disgusting. Like, that's probably making everybody
Yeah.
at least somewhat sick. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Are you submitting a report?
Yeah.
Touche.
Well, we're doing a fix it, so somebody might come by and try to like clean it.
Yeah, they can do that. Tell them to just get us a whole new air filter, a new air cooling system.
Unacceptable.
Guys, we have mold growing in our vents. Like, and it's visual.
Ah, look at this. Somehow the fucking fix it thing doesn't work. Page not found. Yeah, they know what they're fucking doing.
Alright, I said we created a new high here. So I'm definitely gonna give us a chance for longs to be played here. I'm gonna now validate this order block here. See if we can get some retracement lower. Only thing that I'd be saying is kind of against us would be just the fact that this, I don't know, accumulation, we don't have as much sell side as I would want. But it can also just be like us coming lower for a little bit and then coming back into it, because we do eventually, like, I guess, level out in a way.
Okay, here we go.
Looks like we're coming higher. I don't know if we're gonna have a little pullback. Yes, all I would need right now is a pullback for me to enter. I would just need a pullback for us to come back down to some sort of like continuation influence, whatever they may be, for me to enter. I feel like we could potentially have that if we do close higher and form a gap right here. So that's what we're kind of looking for. I know we're inversing this 5-minute right here. I love how we're just coming right into it. Alright, that sounded wrong. I like how we're just like coming into this gap.
I ought to give him a piece of land.
So basically AMD forming manipulation link coming off a higher time frame confluence. Didn't have the SMT like we were looking for, but we still do have change in state direction. We did displace from these equal highs, have change in state delivery. If we can see us pull back, that would be pretty much confirmation for me to take longs. I would want to see this candlestick closure above this gap though. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted to see. If we could push lower, I would just need to see that in order for, I guess, me to like really enter, but I'll be taking this play on NQ. If we have no pullback, then it's just no trade. Sometimes it's like that. You'll get days like that. Don't stress it. Just come back for the next one. Right. You're looking for some sort of pullback. We just need something to give us that confirmation to enter. Like, I will not enter without confirmation. I will not.
Oh wait, let me try to figure out to pay this citation real quick. Udo parking permit? It's curly. It's curly pop. You now have to ask
Sorry
me
about my roommate.
citation number. Just log in and then.
If we mitigate the top of this, like if we mitigate this buy side liquidity before we have a confirmation move, then just call it a day. We're coming lower. I'd like to favor NQ. NQ is the leading index right now.
Thank you.
It looks like.
Wait, number, please, force.
But yeah.
Confirm.
Probably gonna set up for some logs here. Well, just inverse this 1 minute, I feel like. Alright. I'm gonna enter in for 2 buy contracts.
Order filled.
But it stops like right under here. But we did come back into this gap. What the fuck? Why is... What is up with my... What the f... No way NQ is this much.
Wow, what's up with you?
Bro, what?
Market fell again.
Why am I leveraging this? Why is this being leveraged like this? Alright, we just gotta minimize risk. I don't know what's up with NQ, bro. Bro, what? No way, bro.
When was I getting a citation on Monday?
Okay, yeah.
Order filled.
Hold on. I'm out that position. I don't know why it's leveraged like that.
I'm trying to remember.
I can look for a re-entry, but that was just freaking crazy why it was leveraged like that. Like we came from this 5 minute, I was not looking to leverage that much at all. At all. That was so weird.
Gore. Thanks.
Each tick was like 50,000 points. What the hell? Oh, what? I mean, that was probably my entry. I was gonna put my entry under this fair value gap, but oh shit, I'm not gonna do that if I'm gonna get stopped out for $800, bro. Like from right here to right here. Kind of just pissed me off.
Just whatever is easier.
If we can see a retest,
Easier, whatever
then
you want to do.
I don't know, guys. That was rough.
Well then yeah, I can see you later.
That was looking a little scary too.
Unless you really want to see me now.
Could see us possibly have a little inverse like retrace action from here. I'm gonna wait till we have like a actual.
See your face, your cute little face.
Stop, bro. Hey. But if we actually see some sort of entry confluence again, that was just what the hell. heck? Why did 2 NQ shorts like equate to $50 a tick?
I just want to get all snuggly woggly with you. Oh my god. I just want to cuddle up. Oh, shit.
What the heck?
She literally would.
I'm not gonna take another position, guys, unless like this is supposed to be my play here. I'm not gonna take another position until I have like an entry confluence. I don't know why we leveraged that was leveraged like that. NQ is not usually. I know it's like more than ES, but bro, that was weird. I don't know why like 2 ticks equated to $500. Like what? That's annoying. That pissed me off. But it's fine. I'm just saying it pissed me off, but that's literally how it is. If we don't come back into anything, then we're gonna call it a day. Because that sucks. That low-key sucks. I feel like I can see us mitigating this buy side now. Yep, coming to this buy side. That's probably our day. That's probably our day. Check the 1 minute. Nothing on the 1 minute insight. Dang. Dang, bro. That actually sucks. That actually sucks, bro. And we mitigated it. And we mitigated this buy side. I'm gonna call it a fucking day. Alright. Pardon my French, but gosh. Was I the only one who seen that? That was like $1,000 for my. It was like more than $1,000 for my stop loss. And I'm sorry, but I ain't that risky, buddy. I ain't that risky. I ain't that risky. I like how we did have a larger movement here. If we can see us pull back, then could happen this. Still potential, but goodness though. Was I the only one? I mean, of course it would be a small move if we were to, but like, I was looking to come off this 5-minute fair value gap, right? It was off that time, and then we just, it cost, it was $2,000. I think my stop loss was at. Goodness. Like, no. I think we're coming to like, we're only taking this to like our near hanging, like our lowest hanging fruit. Sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, these moves are wild. Yeah. And I cut the trade short because I'm not looking to even risk that much. I'm not risking. Anyone who risk, like, bro, that would be like, damn, 50% of my account risking. I don't know. I mean, I know the math ain't probably not mathing right now, but still, that would have been a lot to risk. And I'm not doing that. That's dumb. ES is possibly going to push higher. We have London highs. If we can take out London highs, that'd be nice. Alright, no sense of complaining about it. Let's see if we can have another entry. It's the 1 minute. I mean, you gotta see it's playing out. So, I mean, even if we don't get a play off of this, at least we knew our model played out. But, I mean, I could possibly see us retrace this 1 minute, but don't want to bank on it. That is crazy. That's not even, I don't even know. That's something. It's not even that we're not retracing right now. It's the fact, because we already did right here. This was supposed to be my entry. And it was. Until it said $2,000 was my stop loss. Alright, I'm going to stop complaining about it. It's probably getting annoying. But still, y'all feel my frustration. Let's see what we can do here at this gap. I would like to see us mitigate this buy side here on NQ, and I feel like that would take us to this high on ES. Think my mom, think my papa. Risking low, not risking 2 cons again, because apparently that's like $1,000 a point.
Order filled.
All right. Wait, this buy side. We get stopped, then we get stopped, and we call it a day. I'm keeping my original move up there to show you guys that it should have been like this. My original move would have already hit take profit since we were technically going for the low hanging fruit, like in our draws, liquidity.
It's like Boston. It's like in Boston. It's like, hey, I'm walking. Oh, wait, that's New York. Hey, I'm walking.
I like how we're kind of respecting this.
I don't know, Jules. I feel like Jonathan is my little bundle of joy sometimes.
Hopefully ES can kind of just like push out of this zone right here, and then if ES can make a new high, then I know this is gonna play out.
You haven't found me yet? What's it playing? I think me and you were about to do this thing together, right? No? 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 Do you want to do one together? Okay. You're a loser for that. Huh? It doesn't have to be something coupley. I don't know, like, you know? Just be some. Just do a coordinated one. It doesn't have to be a coupley one, though. It can be like. Let me think. Like, I'm thinking one and you're thinking two. How is that coupley?
If we can make a new high here on the S, then that would be
You know
nice.
what's coupley? This is coupley.
You know, and
So
Q.
you're real. No, you're actually weird. Sick and tired
Some
of
displacement.
pretending
I like how we have some displacement here. That'd be nice. I think we want to go to these London highs. We have a high right here.
I don't know, it was pretty early. Like 6, 7.
We'll go for this high, guys.
What time did you wake up? You said like 6, 7. 6, 7. I mean, a little bit. Yeah. Six, 7.
Mitigate some risk.
Hey, Jonathan, can I get you 6, 7?
Hold up. You may, maybe.
Never mind, he's hard. No 6, 7s from Jonathan right now.
If we can mitigate, if we just take out this high here. Okay, maybe we don't respect it. Okay, maybe we just respect the 1 minute confluence.
That's how the world works, Joseph. Just what you think of it. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I wonder. Did you just be sneaky? Always sneaky. See how well that does for you. Yeah. Alright, you know, up and at 'em. I got a shower too, okay? I got you. Okay.
Alright, we just mitigated this high here. Let's see if we're coming from London highs. A lot of low liquidity, low volume in the market. Looks like we could be respecting this gap here on a 1 minute. Are we respecting it? Let's trust our conviction, because I really hope we just don't. But If we can make this new high here on NQ, that would just be magnificent. We did.
You're looking at the greatest trader to ever exist. Just doesn't know it yet.
Dang, bro.
Greatest trader. Yeah, you raised man. Thanks to him. He's just on his journey.
You should say that louder for the Clippers.
What? You and Johnny? Me and you?
Mm.
Bro, I'm not even black. Not even a... Never mind.
Alright. Not gonna lie. Time's it, bro. I want to be patient. I want to trust my conviction. I want to see us break this gap. It's a 1 minute gap. Alright. Yo. London highs are within range.
No, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah. What? No. I wasn't getting that one that much.
If we can create this high here on ES.
I'm honestly just an innocent little naive boy. Right.
Order filled.
That's what we do, bro. Give me some dap. Yeah. Trust your fucking conviction, man. Or trust your freaking conviction. Sorry, pardon my French. I'm working on it. And it hit our original draws, bro. That's how you come back. That's how you come back, bro. It's been a good day. Okay? Alright. Let's do a little breakdown. A little trade breakdown. We had our hype, but let's get down to the breakdown because that's how you trust your conviction, bro. Trust your conviction. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful execution. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. That was crisp.
Right,
that was
bro,
amazing.
I think you got the clip.
I love that.
I think you got the clip.
Nah, come here. You need that 6'7"? 6'7".
Oh no.
Alright, so boom. Let's actually lock in real quick. For the people that want to learn.
First I gotta shower.
Alright, see ya. Okay, so one I can see us coming towards this gap.
Shower.
Okay. Okay, so alright. On a 5-minute time frame, we have a huge leg lower. Right? But what do we need in those leg lowers? We need retracements higher. Okay, because what is a trend? It goes back to the simplistics of trading. You need to know trend. Within a trend, we come lower, higher for retracement, continue the extension lower, higher into a retracement, lower, higher, lower, higher. That's exactly how it goes, okay? So, what was I looking for today? I was looking for us to continue the extension, but come higher. I wanted that leg higher, all right? I see my model play out. I'm looking for a little base model of AMD. I go through this every day. All right. We see here on the 2-minute, we have some sort of structure forming. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but it's not always going to be perfect, guys. It's not always going to be perfect structure. Okay. So, yeah, we took out a key level in our like sell side liquidity sweep. Took out sell side liquidity. Took out a key level with that. Came off of a higher time frame confluence, this hourly gap here. As we're coming higher, we form equal highs. You have that change of state delivery or change of state direction, whatever you want to call it. We come back lower into this 5-minute accumulation zone. And then here was my original entry. You guys heard me earlier. I was pissed. I don't know why we were leveraged. It was leveraging like $2,000 per tick, bro. For like a couple ticks. I had to glitch out or something, bro. There's no way. But yeah, so I exited out of that because I'm not looking to lose $2,000 in a trade. And then, whatchamacallit? Yeah, then we just look for another entry. Patience. If we didn't get a play today, then we weren't going to take a trade. All right, so waited to the inverse of this 1 minute. Inverse that, re-entry, took it up to our lowest hanging fruit because we gotta realize it's still no news day. All right, so we gotta be careful. But that no news doesn't mean we can't have volatility in the market. We just want to be cautious. Okay, so like I said, definitely. And now I was targeting London highs here on ES. It was beautiful. So like I said, I can definitely see us drawing up to this gap, no doubt. No need for us to, keep going. I mean, made our profits on the day. I'm very thankful, very glad that still worked out. Great move, great execution. Genuinely, I say a great performance. Hope you guys had a good show. But I'm going to journal this because most importantly, you got to journal your trades. Got to journal this. I'm going to rewatch this. I'm going to probably watch this more than all of you guys. I'm glad today focused on trusting my conviction. Definitely wanted for that to be a lesson for today. Trust your conviction. Trust your model, especially if it's a God-given model. If you put so much time and effort into it, genuinely. But guys, you guys have a great day. Remember, God loves you, and no matter where you are in your journey, He is there for you. And no matter whether you think it or not, He is there for you. He's always working in the background. When you think of it the least, He's working for you. And He truly does love you. And just give your life to Him, bro. Genuinely, give Him a chance. Don't even, I'd say, of course, give your life to Him, but first, give Him a chance. Just say that one prayer. All it takes is a conversation. And yeah, but yeah. It's gonna smack these draws too. Yeah, this is beautiful. Probably definitely top 10 trades that I taken. But love y'all. Have a great day and peace.